Just wanted to do a quick video on a couple of the Batman slabs I have that I'm in my personal collection that I like a lot. So I just wanted to show those off, I guess. First one is Batman 404. Came out in 1987. It's Frank Miller's Year One, Part One storyline. Can you see that? It's not the best copy out there. It's a 9.4. It's this is the first graded comic I bought, and I was pretty new to the hobby. Hadn't watched any of ETA Nick's videos yet to know what to look for. So now with what I know, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's slightly miswrapped here. There's a staple that's kind of turned, and the other one is flush the way it's supposed to be. So it's it's not a perfectly centered book, but it's a 9.4, and I got it for less than $40 including shipping. So I was can't go wrong on the price, because Frank Miller Batman, especially from that from this one here, I think there's always a demand for it. I've seen 9.4s, at least people asking $100 for them. So I don't think I'm going to lose money on this or anything if I go to sell it. But at the moment, I'm not really interested in doing that, because I love this cover. Get this video figured out here eventually. So I'm trying to hold it so that there's a minimum of glare. But yeah, love the cover. It's Year One, Part One, and this is the start of Batman, start of the origin story, and it is also the first appearance of modern Catwoman. So anyway, very happy to have this. Like I said, happy with the price I paid, even though it's not a perfect copy. So it was brand new to the hobby when I got that. Learned a lot since, but if you make mistakes, try to make small ones, and I think that's a relatively small mistake in the sense that it's not shouldn't lose money on that. If I do decide to sell it, maybe I'll upgrade to a better copy at some point. But anyway, I'm happy with that. Now this one I absolutely love. Again, not a perfect copy. This is New 52 Batman. It is Batman number 43, which is cool because it's the first appearance of character, Mr. Bloom. So it's always cool to get a new character, new villain. You can see it's the CGC yellow label, which means it's signed and was witnessed by CGC, so the signatures are guaranteed. But it's Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder, and what I was very happy, it's also Aunt Lucia. This is the Bombshells variant cover. Aunt Lucia did most of those, if not all of those. My wife and I absolutely love the Bombshell variants that he did. So we were really excited to get this. It's a 9.6, so again, it's not a perfect copy, and unlike the Batman 404 that I was just showing you, where you're probably doing okay with a 9.4 as long as you don't overpay for it. I don't think I overpaid for this by any means, but again, I'm not really interested in selling this because this is Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo both signed it, as well as Aunt Lucia. Actually met, well, I didn't meet Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo at C2E2, but my wife and I went to their panel where they were talking about the history, of working together on Batman, and it was great. I really liked hearing them tell how they'd been working together over the last few years on this project, on the New 52 Batmans. At that point, I think the series was just about to wind down. They were in the high 40s, so their professional relationship on Batman was they might have been finished with it, for that matter, at that time, and we're just waiting for the last couple of issues to come out. But I loved their story. The two guys, if you've never seen them, couldn't be more different. Scott Snyder's the writer, and he's like really kind of little boyish looking and very earnest, and just kind of not Greg Capullo. Greg Capullo is a metal guy. Wore the like Judas Priest sunglasses or something the whole time indoors, and kind of gives out a very different vibe. Kind of bikerish, a little tougher. I'm a big metal fan too, so got no problem with that. But when they were telling their story about how they first started working together, they did not see eye to eye on much at all. And anyway, it was great hearing them tell that story. So really happy to have this at the for a 9.6, I paid less than a third of what a 9.8 would cost. So I very, very happy with this, and very happy to have the bombshell variant signed by all three of these guys. Now, my wife and I did meet Aunt Lucia at C2E2, in Chicago last March. He signed. We picked up a couple of signed prints from him, and a signed comic book. I was kicking myself because I had a Bombshells #1, and for some reason I just forgot to have him sign it, because he did the cover for that. But I had the two other, I think it's Marguerite Bennett and Marguerite Savage. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But they were like in the next row over, and I had both of them sign it. So if I would have had him sign it, I would have had all three signatures, the internal artist, the writer, and the cover artist, which would have been really cool. Hopefully he will be at C2E2 again next year. I think it's in April of 2017. So, I'll take the book with me and cross my fingers. Hopefully he hasn't gotten so big that, you can't get something signed. C2E2 was great. It was the first comic convention we'd been to. And I really liked it. But, it showed you that when these guys hit it big, that you could spend all day waiting in line to get something signed by one of the mega stars of the industry. So Aunt Lucia wasn't that last year, or maybe we just got lucky when we walked up. We only had to wait in line for a couple of minutes, or maybe two people ahead of us. Talked to him for a few minutes, which was cool. Real nice guy. But I'm just, I don't know why I just totally spaced on having him sign Bombshells #1, because that, that's a great book, and like I said, I've got the other two signatures on it. But that's it. Just wanted to show you my Batman books there, and hopefully you like those. So thanks a lot. Bookum Dano signing off.